you?
I'm good, and you?
Very well, very well.
Welcome in. So this is where I live.
This is nice.
This is nice. If you see over there, that's CrossFit Oslo.
Ah, see,
yeah,
so
from the
you've got
window.
a short walk to go
Yeah.
to the gym.
So this is my home. This is it's not too big, but this is the living room, and then we have a balcony here.
Nice.
And the kitchen, and bedroom, and
all the pictures.
yeah, all the pictures. Yeah, we have a lot of pictures. We like to play games.
What game is this one?
Yeah, kortskalle. It's like you have a band around your head with a person and a place.
And you have to do it.
And you have to do like, you spin this thing, and then if you get the time hourglass, then you can turn the hourglass, and then you can ask yes or no question, and you have to find out who you are, and what place you are.
I love games like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Are you competitive with those games?
I'm always competitive.
Yeah, I can
I'm
imagine.
really competitive in everything I do, I think.
I love that. It's a good trait to have.
I grew up in a very small town outside of Bergen called Modalen, which is like 350 people live there. So it's a really small place, but it's really beautiful. It's like a lot of nature. It's like in between two mountains with a fjord and everything.
Yeah.
And I grew up in a big family.
Yeah.
I have 4 younger brothers, so we were a big crew.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time outdoors because we were noisy and made a lot of mess. So I think my parents thought it was much easier to just have us outside.
Yeah.
And we are really close in age as well.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the eldest, and then my younger brother is only like 6.5 years younger than me.
Okay.
So we were 5 kids in between that timeline. So yeah.
Very special.
Very special.
Yeah.
A big crew.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then in terms of activities and sports, what did you do as a child growing up? What was your thing?
I mean, I think I tried everything because I'm a person who wants to do everything, and I don't want to miss out on anything.
And competitive as well.
Yeah, and also competitive. Mm-hmm. But I did handball for 12 years.
Okay.
So that's the one that stuck most.
Yeah.
But also tried like everything. I did a lot of outdoors activities growing up, like I told you, with my family.
Yeah.
We spent like every weekend and holidays like hiking and sleeping in tents and kayaking.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of that as well.
Amazing.
And skiing and
And then when did you and how did you find CrossFit?
It was when I did handball.
Yeah.
I had a friend who really wanted to try CrossFit, and I knew that all I've heard about CrossFit was like these videos that people made where they're like throwing chalk around and yelling and like throwing weights, and I was really scared trying CrossFit, but my friend really wanted to, so I joined her on like Bring a Friend. I remember we came into the gym and then it was a workout with 100 of every movement. And I remember it being 100 push-ups, and I couldn't, like, maybe I could do like 1 on my feet, but I remember I was like, 100 push-ups, how am I gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
And I remember me and my friend thinking about, should we just leave? But then we were so late, so they just rang the bell, and then we were like, okay, we just have to do it. Obviously, I was really tired afterwards, and I remember like, I had a steep hill up to my apartment that time, and I remember walking up that hill and being like, wow, I'm really tired. That was really fun, I want to do it again.
Wow.
I think that's what I thought.
Yes.
And since then, I was to the gym like every day. I got addicted from that one class, and then I never looked back. So we're building my side of the, because Marius has a lot. This is him as well.
Oh, that's his side.
Yeah, so these are mine. But he has like way more than me right now. But
oh, no, that's building
I will
nicely.
get there. I will get there.
I feel like you're catching up there.
Yeah, and I mean, he got this one, 2nd place, but we might get 1st, right?
All right, that's right. That's a pretty cool medal.
That's a pretty cool medal, yeah. Maybe the coolest. I also think Dubai is pretty cool.
Dubai is very
It's
cool.
really dusty here, I'm so sorry.
And at what point did you start thinking, oh, I'm pretty good at this CrossFit thing?
I think I've always been really competitive, and I think I've never done anything where I thought that I don't want to be good. Like, I think that even when I started CrossFit, I don't think I don't think I thought that I'm gonna be like really, really good, but I think I always wanted to be really good. And I remember watching like the CrossFit Games documentaries and stuff and thinking to myself like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I think I thought it was really like up there. Yeah. But at the same time, I was like, I want to be there. I want to do that. So I think I thought pretty early that I could be good. But I also have, I think I have very good confidence. I remember doing this one workout at like one of my first opens. I think it was my first open, and I couldn't do a kipping pull-up, and I couldn't do a toes to bar. I couldn't do anything. But the workout was, I don't remember the workout entirely, but I remember it being ring muscle ups. It was overhead squat something first, and then you were gonna do ring muscle ups, right? Yeah. And I had, like, I couldn't do a pull-up. Right? But I thought to myself, maybe I could do a ring muscle up. Oh, wow. So I was like, I did overhead squats and then I jumped up in the rings, and I haven't even kipped in the rings, right? But still I thought maybe I could do this.
You could do it.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. But like that's the amount of confidence I think I have. So
it's good to have that. It's good to have. Because I feel like with CrossFit, it's almost, a lot of it is mental though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a lot mental. Yeah. Like if you believe in yourself, I think you can do a lot more than if you're like dreading everything.
And would you say that your mental game is one of your strong points when it comes to CrossFit?
I actually think my mental game is like, maybe that's why I'm so good.
Yeah.
I think when I started CrossFit, I was, when I competed, I wanted to like place high in a workout. I think that was almost always my goal, like being in the top or whatever. Yeah. I remember one time being at the Oslo Throwdown when Kristin coached me. Okay, yeah. And I remember there was this workout with a lot of toes to bar, and I wasn't really good at like high volume toes to bar. And I remember like afterwards I was really disappointed in myself because I had to break them a lot, right? It was like 50 toes to bars or something. And Kristin came over to me and was like, good job, and are you happy about yourself? And I was like, no. Like I did really bad. Yeah. And she was like, but why are you not happy about your performance? Did you not do what you could? Or are you just not happy about that you are not better at toes to bar? And I was like, wow. That's really true. Yeah. I was just sad that I wasn't better at toes to bar, right? Yeah. I did what I could, I wasn't better. And I think that stuck with me for this whole time. I think about that often, like. So now, Oda now is usually really happy if I know that I've done what I could. Now we're gonna do the Kriger intervals with the crew. Yep. Yeah. It's like 4 minutes AMRAP with 3 minutes break in between. It's 15 burpee box jump overs and 25 chest bar. Okay. Buy-in. And then max reps of 2 sandbag cleans plus a sandbag carry. Okay. It's not a partner one today? It's not a partner one. It's not a partner one. Damn. That would have been fun though. How do you approach these workouts when you go into them? For you, is it, obviously it's training, but what's your mindset? Okay, so it says on my workout that I'm gonna go like gradually faster. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to calm down and not go too fast in the first one. Okay, okay. Because I am a person who likes to go like boom. And if we're gonna do this, probably with Seher and stuff, I'm gonna just not have to look at her because we're gonna fire each other up and it's not gonna be good. So I will try to keep my pace a little slow on the first ones and then gradually increase. I guess that's the good thing about you said before about training with so many high caliber athletes, is that even in workouts where it's just a simple workout, you're still seeing the standard of where everybody is. Yeah. And you always have someone to follow, and it's always gonna be someone who crushes you. Yes. So that's nice. Yeah. And I think when you're like getting out of this gym, you're seeing like how fit you actually are. True. It's like when you train here, you get so blinded by all the others, you're like, oh, I suck. And then you get out in the world and you're like, okay, I'm not that bad. Not that bad. No. So where are we now? Now we're at CrossFit Oslo, the place to be. Your second home? My second home. Welcome in. Someone is vacuuming. Nice. Yeah, so what would you say has been the biggest turning point in your CrossFit career? I think in my CrossFit career, but also in my life, the biggest turning point has been 2 of my brothers passing away. And that made me just less afraid to fail. And also like, that's when my first brother died, I moved to Oslo because I was like, fuck it, I just want to be good in CrossFit.
Yeah.
And now I'm just going full-hearted in because
Why not?
Why not? And I think when that happened, it just made me realize how fragile life is, and that you never know what tomorrow will bring or next year or whatever. But you just have to fill your days like now with what's important for you.
Yeah.
I think it's just so important to just be happy in your daily life. And like, I feel like it's been a lot of pressure about like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna like get an education and whatever. But I just wanted to be really good in CrossFit, so I just did that. And I think when my brother passed away, it was easier for me to just say that this is what I'm doing. And I don't care if you think that's the wrong thing to do or whatever. Håvard died first, and he was 18.
18, okay.
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
So he had a muscular disease.
Yeah.
So we knew that he was gonna die before us, but we thought he would be like 30, 40 maybe. Wow. So it was still really, really early. And I looked up to him really my entire life because he's always like made the best out of situations. And growing up, he's always been a part of whatever we're doing. Like when we were young and like skiing and everything, we just pulled him on like a, what's it called, sled or something like behind us. And if he couldn't fit his wheelchair in somewhere, we would carry him, or like he was always with us. Yeah. Like everything we was doing, and he was just like not self-conscious. Is that what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
He was like, he could, if we were like, could you walk and get that? Or he was like, oh, I can walk, ha ha ha. Or like, he was just like, he didn't take himself too seriously. Yeah. And he did whatever he wanted to. Like, he drove around in his car playing loud music and hang out with his friends and like, and went to concerts, and like, he did what he wanted to do with what he got. This is him in his own made sweater. I give great rides. Oh. And I think growing up with him as well has made me realize how incredibly grateful I am to just have a body that works the way it should be, right? Yeah. So we're just so lucky to, like, I often think about that in the middle of like, when I'm doing a competition, I don't think to myself, oh, this sucks, why am I doing this? Then I'm just reminding myself how incredibly grateful I am and how lucky I am to just be here and like do this for fun. Like, how incredibly lucky I am to just do this and have a body that works and like, and how incredibly like lucky we are to be sad about like missing a snatch or whatever. It really doesn't matter at all, right? It's just crazy. Like, he was so sad he couldn't walk, or so sad he couldn't like keep up with us, and we are just sad that we miss a snatch. Like, so I don't think I'm that sad about that stuff anymore. Yeah. I think it doesn't really matter for me. And this is Grete. 1 year after Håvard died, it was just not an entire year. It was like almost a year. Then my youngest brother died. He drowned. And that was really crazy because Håvard, we kind of had seen coming. Like, we didn't prepare at that time because he was really young. But my youngest brother, he was only 15. And he was really athletic and good at swimming and everything. And he just drowned in a swimming pool. He was 15. He was going to high school next year, right? He was moving out. He was just like starting his life. And that's really hard to, no words for that. So I feel like when you have those things that like waitens you, or like, it just puts real like perspective to life.
To everything. Yeah,
it's like, when you're sad about those things, like all the small things don't really, like the small things you're sad about, it doesn't, you're not so sad about those things anymore. It doesn't matter that much. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's, I don't know if it's the right word to use, but like, do you take strength in carrying them with you in a sense? Yeah.
And I also think like when I'm doing a tough workout and I need to like, okay, like get your shit together and just do this. Yeah. I can like, I have this bracelet, you've probably seen it, and I can just look down on it and be like, get out hår and just like, okay, let's go. Like I'm reminding myself a lot about just being grateful. I'm excited to see who's doing the intervals today. Tola is here.
Read that. Tola is it?
Tola. I like to say his name in Swedish. Tola. That's nice. I'm gonna beat you. He's not competitive at all, so it's so...
Is he not? No.
No. So it's so boring saying stuff like...
Trash talk doesn't work?
Yeah, no. It doesn't work. He's just like...
Are you competitive?
I'm like, I'm gonna beat you. And he's like, you probably will. I'm like, oh.
I hope you do. That means you're really good.
This is gonna be a fun one.
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like you approach every workout with that mentality though. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
But for
I
you...
think it gets fun if you think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think that's the right mentality.
I like that.
I think if you just talk down yourself or like be like, this sucks, it's gonna suck. So I think you just have to be positive.
But in CrossFit, like what is the... Because I play football, and for me, like playing football was easy because you can tell the enjoyment parts of it, like scoring a goal or doing something good in football is very obvious.
Yeah.
But in CrossFit, the workouts, it's gonna hurt. Everything is pretty much gonna hurt. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So how do you go into it thinking it's gonna be fun? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I know I just said to you that I think it's gonna be fun, but I know also like in the middle of workouts, I think to myself, why the hell am I doing this? This hurts so badly. But it's the feeling afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the answer to your question.
Yeah.
It's the feeling afterwards. It's so rewarding.
You've achieved something.
You feel so good.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like when you know you like just crushed it and you're totally smashed, but you did so good, or like you just it's just the feeling afterwards.
The Open.
The Open.
Yeah, you finished ninth.
Ninth in the
world.
world.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy.
So, Oda from 3 years ago, would you have pictured that happening?
No, never.
No.
I remember looking at one of the Open announcements and then like my name was in the top 10 and I was like, what? That's me?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. No,
I think I've always been like, when I started CrossFit, you're like number 400,000 or whatever in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really cool.
Yeah. So would you say, I remember asking you at the semi-final weekend in terms of what has been the defining moment in your career as like an individual or like a team athlete, and you mentioned about the Dubai competition.
In Storm Games, probably.
Yes, yeah.
It was Joachim that pushed me to doing that.
Yeah, so before then it's mainly been like a...
Before that, I like going to nationals and worlds, and I did team to semi-finals the year before, but I didn't compete a lot before that actually. No, I don't think I did.
Wow.
And then I don't think I believed that much in myself that I would like sign up for a big international competition.
Yeah.
So Joachim was like, you should sign up for this, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do it later, and he was like, no, you should do it now, and I was like, yeah, maybe, and he was like, let's just check if there are more available spots, and he was like, just fill in this, and then suddenly I was like signed up for this competition in Dubai. And then I ended up podiuming, so that was crazy.
Yeah. And you feel like that was the moment where you kind of started believing, okay, I can...
Yeah, I feel like that was the moment where I started to believe that I could like compete with the big guys.
Yes, yeah. So since then we've had...
Since then we've had a lot of competitions. We've had Dubai and CrossFit Games on a team, and we've had... What else have we done? The World Fitness Project. Yeah, that went really well.
That was big in itself.
That was really cool. That was a stacked field.
Stacked field.
That was crazy. That was like, I think that was like the CrossFit Games level of people.
And what did it feel like being there?
I just enjoyed myself really much.
Everything I saw, you were smiling again. You were just loving it. Yeah.
I was like, when I did the qualifier, I was so tired of doing qualifiers because we had done like, it was like the Open, and then it was the NorCal Classic, and then it was Woodland and French, and I did one more, I think, NorCal, and then it was the World Fitness Project, and I was so tired of qualifiers, so I was like, no, I don't want to do this. And Joachim told me, we're just doing it if it's good workouts for you.
Yeah.
And I remember the workouts coming out, and I was like, oh, nice, we're not doing this. And Joachim text messaged me like the day after he was like, okay, I want you to start with this workout. And I was like, what? Did you not see the workouts? You told me we're just going to do this if it was good workouts for me, right? So... Does
he have a different perception of what your strengths are?
I think maybe he thinks I'm better. No, I don't know. He maybe thinks I'm better at some stuff that I don't think I'm that good at.
Yeah.
But so we ended up doing it, but we only did it like half-hearted. I was going to be happy with like a 28 or 30 in place. I wouldn't care because it was just so cool to be there with those people.
Exactly.
And if I did my best, I would be happy anyways. But I ended up on 13th place.
It's huge.
So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's
so now
amazing.
we have to qualify for the next one.
So now that's...
so we can get into Copenhagen. Yeah.
You really want to get there?
Yeah, I really want to get
there. That's a big goal for the season now.
Yeah, it would be. I think everyone's aiming for a pro card next year. So that would be make so many opportunities for me
100%.
if I could do that. Yeah.
100%.
So that's cool.
That's amazing.
I'm thinking loudly now.
Yeah.
Me and the Terminator will share a 70 kilo one.
Oi.
Right?
Well,
why not?
Me.
Yeah.
Have you seen her on the sandbag? Have you seen me on the sandbag?
But I don't know what else we're gonna do.
Yeah,
it's no one else, so like we could do 50, but that would be scaling.
No, we can't do 50.
We can't do 50 because that's scaling, right?
That's scaling. That's scaling.
Good for doing
Exactly.
50, yeah.
Exactly.
So get out the 70 kilo. So I'm thinking we're gonna send the Terminator first.
Okay.
So we can just beat her like by one rep or something.
That's the game plan.
Yeah.
The Terminator.
The Terminator goes first, and then I'll just go second and do like one more clean than you and be happy.
So then the rest of the year then for you, how does it look?
Oh wow. I feel like I've done so much this year already.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year.
Yeah.
And I got so many competitions coming up as well. I think like I'm gonna do the CrossFit Games on the team.
Yeah. You guys qualified?
We qualified first in the semifinals. Let's go. So we're going to the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
And then
how do you feel that will be compared to previous years? No, as in previous years.
Yeah. I think we're gonna do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we might be podiuming.
Yeah, that's the goal.
That's the goal.
100%.
Like the goal would be to win, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we can say that, right?
Yeah, 100% you can say that. I feel like Norwegians are so modest that they don't want to say stuff. But
no one want to say that.
Anywhere else in the world, if I was British or American, we're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win. Yeah. I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think that's a shift from previous years because previous year, or like last year, we just wanted to go to the games.
Yeah.
Like that was the goal.
Yeah.
And then maybe like make the cut line so we would be top 20.
Yeah.
Like we didn't get cut.
Yes.
That was like the goal.
That was the
but
goal.
we actually did really well last year as well. We got 7th, so that was
7th,
so that was nice.
Yeah.
But I think it's more goal oriented this year. Then we are more competitive this year. Yeah.
Love that.
So after the games, it will also be the World Fitness Project.
Yes.
Right after, if we qualify.
Yeah, that's right. Last weekend in August.
Yeah. And also before that, like in a week or something, I'm going to NorCal.
Of course, yeah.
It's a individual semifinal.
So much travel.
Yeah, I've just been there, but going back, yeah.
So you've gone, like a lot of athletes have said, they've gone from last year where they had pretty much everything riding on one event.
Yeah.
But this year you guys have so much to compete.
So much, yeah. But it's really fun.
You enjoy that?
Yeah. But I think I have a real issue about like saying no to things.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to like pick something out.
And how do you manage that in terms of like body burnout and mental burnout?
But I think my body really says like now it's enough.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can't push through things. Then I just like with the World Fitness Project, and that was my fault because I wanted to do the French.
Yeah.
That was the weekend before, and Joachim was like, "No, we're not doing French because the World Fitness Project is coming up." But then the workouts came, and I was like, "Oh, I want to do this," and then I ended up not going anyway. So it's like because it was the same time as World Fitness, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
So that was a little stupid, but.
That's why it's good.
It's hard to. It's just so many things, and you want to be a part of everything, but you can't. I think you have to be better at like picking out the things you want to do, and not do everything because people get burned out and injured, and it's not good.
While we're on the topic of Joachim and coaches and stuff, so Kriger, how is it being a part of that whole system?
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
It's just really unique to train at CrossFit Oslo with such high caliber of athletes. I think it just pushes you to be the best you can.
Yeah.
And also I feel like we're just a big group of friends, like training and hanging out together and trash talking and, you know, guttastemning. What's that in English? You should put like guttastemning.
Guttastemning. Gutta isn't it gutta boy?
Yeah, it's like a boy. It's like a boy.
Boys club.
Yeah, or like, yeah.
Guttastemning.
Guttastemning.
I've never heard that word.
Have you never heard that word?
No, guttastemning.
Guttastemning. It's like, it's like boys.
A boys club. Yeah,
it's like you trash talk each other and it's good vibes and you turn up the music and you cheer for each other when you lift and you like slam the bars and you guttastemning.
Guttastemning, I like that. Yeah. Proper boys club. But what I like is that, like you said, whenever I go there, it feels like everybody is connected. Yeah. So, like you said, you might be in a corner doing a snatch or something, but everybody will stop and then they support you.
Yeah, and they cheer for you.
Yeah,
and I also feel that's really unique about like Kriger training. I feel like we're traveling to compete like against each other, right?
Yes.
But I feel like still we're like a team.
Yeah.
And we cheer for each other and like I want to beat you, right? But I don't want to beat you because you're doing bad. No. I want you to do well as well, right? So we're like cheering each other on and
No, it's very special.
I think it's really special. And also the coaches are like, they're doing everything they can. Like they're going above and doing everything. So they're just really, really good.
I feel like, are you asking the wrong person about going unbroken?
Yeah, I should ask someone else.
Ask an elite athlete.
Ask an elite athlete.
How did it go?
Well, I did just what I said I was not going to do. I went out too hot and it was supposed to be gradually increasing your speed, or like you're going to do better and better each round.
Yeah.
But I went out too hot and I actually think I got worse and worse and worse. I thought for me it was nice to just try to do the chest bars unbroken just because that's what I'm working on anyway, so it was kind of nice to just test it. But I think if I should have done it again, I would have break the chest bar from start. And also, we did an upscale, so we did a 70 kilo sandbag. And I think I would have done a 60 kilo if I could have.
Yeah.
It would have been, I think it was good practice for me. It was very heavy, the sandbag. But I think for a 60 kilo, it would have maybe could have kept it more going, I think.
Do you think like workouts like this though, it's nice to be able to try things that you wouldn't necessarily try?
I think in training you can try things you wouldn't necessarily would done in a competition just to see how capable you are. Yeah. I think for me it was nice to just try to see how long I could keep the chest bars unbroken. Yeah. It would have probably been smarter to just split them, but nice to just try. Since it's training anyways, you'll learn.
Yeah, 100%.
I think since it was like just as much rest as working, I think you could go pretty hard on these ones, but it's still 4 intervals, so I think I would have, for next time, kept it a little bit slower in the first rounds. Yeah. But I think, all in all, it was a good workout. It was a lot of heavy stuff.
Amazing.
Breathing, yeah, it was good.
You did well,
Thank you. It was a big crowd in here, it was amazing.
So then, Everybody else now who's going to be able to watch you competition-wise, what have you got lined up and how can people follow you for the rest of the season?
You can follow me on my Instagram. You should
Yep.
just Oda Lundekvam. Wow, the season is pretty stacked. I'm going to NorCal now in a week or so, and then it's the Games and the World Fitness Project Tour 2 qualifiers, and hopefully the World Fitness Project Tour 2, and then this finale in Copenhagen, hopefully. And then what else? Oh, it's probably something else as well.
A lot of PBs in there, a lot of training.
CrossFit Games, we're going to the Games. Yeah, a lot of heavy lifting and you know, the usual.
Legend.
Yeah.
Well, Oda, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
It's a
really
pleasure.
nice. And everyone should also follow Kriger.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Let's go then.
In a bit.
You ready?